What's up, everybody? right here with yet another zombie survivor video. Today we're going to be doing a build based around the Ghost Protocol Critical Strike, which is an ability he has where every 60 seconds every strike will be a critical strike. It's a very long cooldown, so it just doesn't necessarily pair well with abilities because a lot of your abilities are on cooldowns too, and so you need them to mesh up on the same timing. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to try to upgrade his protocol critical, but we're also going to pick up the tank and his minigun. His minigun has an absolutely insane rate of fire and what appears to be almost never-ending bullets. So the plan is to pick up the Ghost. When he activates his critical strike, the tank is just going to go ham with his minigun. The upgrades we're going to be running full health, full weapon damage, full movement speed, full weapon fire rate. We're going to put a couple points into our shields, and then we're going to be running full health regen, full critical hit chance, because why not? We might as well just make this a full critical run. And then we're also going to be doing critical hit damage, because since we're going to be doing crits, we want to really increase that damage we're going to do. And then everything else you see is we're just kind of spreading out the points so we can get a higher team level, so we can get these abilities quicker. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the tank because I want to get his minigun ASAP, and then we will try to get the Ghost a little bit later. So again, the first thing we're going to prioritize is his shotgun upgrades. And then maybe around the 5-minute mark, we'll try to pick up the Ghost. Again, this game is random. So we don't know what heroes we're going to get or classes we're going to get every time. We don't know if we're going to get the right weapon upgrades. So here's just kind of hoping we do. I've done a lot of runs and recorded footage where I did not get the items, the classes, the abilities, the things I wanted to get for my specific video, and I've had to redo a lot of videos because of it. So hopefully we won't have to redo this one. All right, we're gonna re-roll, of course. I guess we'll take an ability. We'll take the Saw Blade, because the Saw Blade's always gonna be there. It doesn't have a cooldown, so that'll pair well with our critical strike. Once I get the double barrel shotgun, then we'll think about getting the Ghost. All right, another shotgun upgrade, perfect. So let's come get this crate, because the crates are going to be critical because you want the HP regeneration or you want the movement speed. We don't want any of these, and I don't want to waste a reroll again. So we'll do the lifesteal. The lifesteal could be okay with the minigun because it has such a high rate of fire, so maybe it'll trigger that a little bit more often. So that should work out okay. Okay, let's get this SOS. We're not going to pick up the Ghost yet. It's too early to get the Ghost. Because the reason we're not going to pick up the Ghost is if we pick up the Ghost right away, then we're going to be competing with abilities. Because then his abilities are going to get mixed in with ours for leveling up. And we want to try to get the minigun as quick as possible. And then we'll worry about getting the critical strike. And then for our third class, we're probably going to pick up the medic for her support. You can pick up another class too. If you wanted to pick up the Huntress, she actually has she has a bonus where you can get more critical a percentage for your critical strike. So she wouldn't be bad, but I don't think her abilities mesh well with the protocol critical that we're going to try to get off the ghost. So we're actually doing pretty well here. If we see, next time we see the ghost, we're going to pick him up because we're almost at our minigun. Yeah, see, we only have one more upgrade now and we'll get our minigun. So hopefully we see the ghost soon. The tank is just, oh my gosh, perfect. Get a minigun. So now you'll see it just has an insane rate of fire. So when it gets triggered with protocol critical, all of these attacks are gonna be critical. Okay, let's do the weapon fight. No, we'll do armor. Because you do want survivability, you need it for later in the game. So as much as we already have really fast attack speed. Okay, now we're gonna want to hope to see our ghost here soon. I want to get the ghost second and then the medic last. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna get, with him, we're gonna get max 300 HP, and then we're gonna get a 5% chance to dodge, which is nice. And now we just gotta level this guy up and try to get his see, it's not gonna be there, but we'll upgrade the minigun. This is why you want to stick with one class for a little bit first, because you're gonna have twice as many abilities popping up now to upgrade. So I like to stick with just the one class first to get what I want from them. That's why I stuck with the tank to get the minigun, because I wanted the minigun. That's gonna be critical for this build. And then once you pick up your other classes, then hopefully you just start to see their abilities too. But if you pick up 3 classes right away, you're gonna have a hard time getting what you want. You're just gonna have to kind of go with whatever you get. I am gonna re-roll this because I want it. I don't want these abilities. I want, there we go, protocol critical. So this is gonna grant 100% critical chance for 5 seconds every 60 seconds. With each upgrade, we're gonna get an additional second. So you'll see here, every strike's gonna be a critical strike now for a little bit. Okay, movement speed, we're definitely taking movement speed. I want to get ideally, I want to get my movement speed up to 130%. I think that's kind of right where you want to get it. We get 15% with that upgrades we did in the beginning of the game. And then there's a few that we'll see with those crates. Okay, I'm not too interested in getting the medic right now. I don't think I want to pick her up, but yeah, I don't want to pick her up yet. Yes, there we go. I want to get maybe next time I see the medic, I'll pick her up, because who knows if we're gonna get another chance. But see, now we're critting every hit. Look how quick we killed that boss. Perfect. We're getting a lot of the upgrades we need. And we don't need to get the medic. The medic is just nice because she'll provide the support and healing that we need. We could always pick up another class. Most likely the SWAT character if we don't see the medic. Or maybe the engineer. The engineer pairs well because he has an energy shield, but again, you need it to go off at the same time as the ghost's ability, so that makes it a little difficult, and that's why I like these classes that have abilities that are going all the time, because then you don't need to worry about the ability going off at the same time as the protocol critical. Okay, we're gonna be critting here soon with all our shots. Okay, we'll pick up, oh, well, yeah, we'll pick up another saw blade. The saw blade will be nice too, because again, it's there the whole time. So we're always gonna have our saw blades out when that critical, when the critical strike gets applied. Okay, let's get, ooh, okay, now do we get the medic or do we get the engineer? We'll go with, the medic is gonna, or the engineer is gonna do way more damage, but the medic is gonna provide us more recovery we need. We'll go with the medic. She's not gonna have any abilities or attacks to help us with this critical strike, but the game does get challenging later, and you really need to have survivability. And so hopefully we get a few medic upgrades here. None of these ones, unfortunately. I don't want any of those. I am gonna waste my last reroll, that's fine. Okay, so we'll pick up the saw blade. All right, we're gonna be hitting our critical strikes here soon. Skill, yeah, let's do the cooldown. See, so now we're gonna be critting everything. And on top of our extra crit damage, we're doing a lot. Unfortunately, it is such a long cooldown, you know? Let's pick up the other saw blade. We can get up to 5 saw blades, so we have one more upgrade for that if we wanted to get it. Okay, where's this other? Let's get the other SOS. Okay, we're gonna pick up the PhD. Ooh, or the last saw. We're gonna pick up the PhD because I really want the health regen. I think health regen and speed, as I've mentioned in almost all my videos, are pretty crucial. Especially, more so I think speed, because at the very end we're going to get a lot of bosses chasing us and we need to be able to outrun them. Okay, so now we're going to be critting everything. I think we still have a couple more upgrades for our crit ability too, I think. I don't think we upgraded it fully. So in the meantime, we're just gonna rely on our saw blades and our minigun to do most of the damage. Okay, there's a big movement speed. Let's come over and get this crate. There's another movement speed. Okay, I don't really like any of these. We'll do the weapon damage and armor though. I mean, that one's not bad, but that's not what I want. We haven't actually seen any critical, there's a few critical strike ones too you can pick up. We haven't seen any of those. Okay, so now we're gonna crit everything. I usually kind of like to hold still so the minigun is a little bit more accurate. The more you move around, the more it seems to not necessarily hit the targets. Okay, we'll pick up Shuriken because this is gonna go off. You can see it's gonna go off every 2 seconds, so that should time well with our ability. It's gonna be one of those abilities that goes off all the time, you know? See, so now he's gonna start throwing these Shurikens. It's a really low cooldown ability, so we'll get a few crits out of that too. We're gonna try to just drain down this boss right here. Okay, well, oh, perfect. We're getting good skills here. So here we go. Now we have the full saw blades. Oh, now we're critting everything. So you just kill everything basically in one hit. Oh, okay, good. Oh, here we go. Here's a skill cooldown, but there's movement speed. I'm gonna pick up the movement speed, guys. Sorry. I have to pick up the movement speed if it's there. All right, let's pick up PhD. Okay, we're gonna be getting our crits again here soon. See, the saw blades work well with this too, just because they're always there. You want to always pick up these crates too. They provide really big buffs. Let's do weapon damage and armor. Man, that boss died so quick. All right, let's see. I guess we're kind of too late, I feel, to start upgrading his katana, because we're gonna have to upgrade this a bunch to get it somewhere worthwhile. So we'll go with lifesteal. So just look at all these crits. It's so nice. I love seeing it. And I'm telling you, if you wanted to pick up the Huntress instead of the medic here, you can increase your crit chance, just your crit chance, by 25%. So when you're not relying on that protocol critical ability, you'll be having an extra 25% crit chance, that's good. You're just gonna suffer a little bit in survivability. Well, you're gonna suffer a lot in survivability. A lot. Again, I don't think the Huntress necessarily pairs that well with her abilities. The crit strike, or the crit chance, is really nice, but her other abilities I don't think just work well with what we're going for. I would probably actually pick up, if I were to pick up someone else other than the... Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much movement speed. Do we cap out at a movement speed? We should be at 45, yeah. We have a ton of movement speed right now. Okay, so now at this point, we're gonna, anything I get, any crate we get, I'm gonna try to focus on damage at this point. With the medic, we hopefully have enough survivability. I think we have plenty of movement speed at the moment. I couldn't imagine really picking up another 10% movement speed buff. I'm usually fine with just getting to 30% extra. Okay, we'll upgrade the Shuriken again. Okay, here we go. Mass crits again. Oh, let's get this boss down. That boss dies really quickly if you can get to him. Okay, so hopefully we can start seeing some skill cooldown, or not necessarily skill damage, but oh, perfect. 10%. Let's do that. So now we'll be throwing our shurikens out a little bit more, and we'll get our crit protocol a little bit quicker. It's not going to seem that much quicker because it's still on a minute. It has a minute. It starts off with a minute cooldown. And I wish the upgrades that you did would lower the cooldown, but they don't. So it stays at 60 unless you have reduction upgrades. Okay, we're going to be doing crits again. Let's try to get as many as we can. Okay, so we're at 15 minutes. We got 5 minutes left to survive. I don't even know if we've really have we even gotten hit yet? No, we have. I've gotten hit. I think I got hit by a green projectile. But we've been doing a really good job of killing pretty quickly and keeping our health up. Okay, let's pick up this killing frenzy. Man, if you get the killing frenzy with the crit, when the crit ability goes off, you'll be doing so much. Okay, let's upgrade that by 1 second. That's going to be our lifesteal ability. We're going to get an extra second on it. See, so when you see the health regenerating like that, that's when we're on our lifesteal. Okay, we took a lot of damage right there. I was just kind of standing there. We'll do PhD. So now look how fast our health is regenerating. We're already back to max health. Okay, we're going to try to drain this boss down, so let's get up close to him. I should probably pick up the experience. Okay, we'll do... Man, none of these are really that beneficial right now. They're all defensive abilities. Or, life maintenance abilities, survivability. Let's do... We'll just do the health regen. That way, if we get hit, we'll just regenerate our health incredibly. Oh, we got our crits. Okay, let's get this SOS. Because we're not going to get a lot of... Once 18-minute hits, that's when a ton of bosses start spawning. And we're not going to have a lot of opportunities to pick up crates and SOSs then. So this might be our last one. Let's do Stim Pack. Because literally, the bosses are going to spawn every couple seconds. That's why you want movement speed. So you can just kind of, hopefully just run away from them and they won't be able to catch up to you and hit you. Okay, we're doing our crits. Okay, good. Another crate. Recycles and... Oh, man. These are the worst ones. I don't really need the health bonuses. We have so much health regen that I'm not going to be too worried about picking up the health drops in this game. Because I'm just going to try to run away and not get hit. That's what's going to happen. And then I'm going to wait for my life to regenerate. Because look, so when we're moving, we have what? 20%? 20 health per second. When we're not moving, we have 16. And we're going to be moving pretty much the whole time. Okay, so now bosses are going to basically just start spawning nonstop. See, we already have 3 bosses on the screen with us. Hopefully, okay, we're gonna get the criticals here. Unfortunately, this other boss is kind of too far away. See, they're just gonna keep coming. If you don't have high movement speed, you're gonna get this guy right here. This guy that's chasing us, he's gonna hit you a lot. But see, we can kind of outrun him. See, and then they're gonna hit, and they're gonna miss though. If you're not quick enough, they'll hit you, you know? So that's why it's important to have this high movement speed. You can kind of time it where you can kind of like kite out of the way like this. You just kind of do a sidestep, but it's really hard because look how many of them there are. That's a lot. That's a lot you have to worry about. Okay, we're gonna be doing, look at this, we're just gonna kill them all. Focus on the bosses, get the bosses. We're gonna get a decent amount of boss kills here too. We do so much damage with this minigun. It just drains these bosses so well. I don't think I've ever killed the bosses this quick before. We're gonna get one more, I think we're gonna get one more crit protocol too before we win. We only have to survive 10 more seconds. Okay, let's get this crit. Come on, crits, go off. Let's finish these bosses off. And there we go, GG's, we win. That was way more successful than I thought it would be. That's why we pick up the medic, because the medic with all the extra life regenerate you get is incredibly useful. Let's just pick up the 4 for the extra giggles. And so here's what we did. Here's our end of game stats. Obviously the tank got all the kills because of their minigun. That's insane DPS. That might be the highest DPS I've seen. 779. That's really good. Nothing else is gonna even come close to that. The double barrel shotgun did pretty good too. The double barrel shotgun is actually, it's a really good gun. If you just wanted to stick with the double barrel shotgun and upgrade other people's stuff, maybe not in this type of game, not in this build, but in a different build maybe, you would be totally fine with just upgrading that. It's a really good gun. But he did insane damage. We did, is that 1 million? That's 1 million damage. We did 1 million damage with the tank. That's crazy. But thank you for watching, everybody. This has been our critical strike build. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I have a lot of other Yet Another Zombie Survivor videos up going over some different builds and a class overview video. So feel free to check all those out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.